For stainless steel crown restoration, first set up your rubber dam. For K, the 13A was chosen as we are clamping a permanent mandibular first molar, as it is the tooth distal to K. Before beginning, measure the mesiodistal width of the tooth with the Boley gauge or perioprobe to select the appropriate crown. These are the burrs I will be using to prep a stainless steel crown. The football diamond burr will be used for occlusal reduction. A long thin diamond burr, or this 169L, which is a long thin carbide, can be used for breaking contact. Reduce the occlusal about 1 to 1.5 millimeters with a football diamond burr, or taper Fisher burr. Follow the occlusal anatomy. Round occlusal line angles. Here you can see the rounded line angles and the reduction compared to the marginal ridges of the adjacent teeth. Start the proximal reduction by making guide cuts on the buccal surface right in front of the contact with a 169L or thin diamond burr. Reduce until the contact is broken. You may place a wedge or wedge guard interproximally to avoid adjacent tooth damage. Use the explorer to ensure the contact is broken. You tend to have to go deep and possibly subgingival to ensure this. It should glide through without any interference. Here you can again see the rounded line angles. Remove any ledges, as the gingival finish line should have no edges. Remember, do not create a chamfer or shoulder margin. Also, buccal and lingual reduction are not necessary unless the available crowns do not fit well. For tooth K, we will be using size E4. The side printed with the size is the buccal side of the crown. Place the stainless steel crown on the tooth with moderate finger pressure, seating from the lingual and then snapping it onto the buccal. It should not rotate. If it rotates, try a smaller crown size. If the crown does not fit, buccal or lingual reduction may be necessary, but avoid the buccal bulge if possible, as this is most important for retention. You may also use the crown crimper at the margins if the crown is in between sizes to get the snap fit. Check that the marginal ridges of the crown are the same height as those of the adjacent teeth. The cervical margin should be 1 millimeter subgingival. Check with an explorer for any open margins.